8-year assault on your Second Amendment freedoms has come to a crashing end. I like taking the guns early. Take the guns first, go through due process second.
Well, I say go fuck yourself. Then ask a question, could I kill a man? I would enjoy myself. You can't disguise evil eyes that burn over my head. This devil man and his master plan. We feel so misled, so I say, rise up, take all that. Rise up, take all that. Rise up. Hope you all understand. We got to take it all back again.
These people are not going to take it any longer. We will never give up. We will never concede. Our country has had enough. We will not take it anymore. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. So go home. We love you. You're very special. But go home and go home in peace. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. You do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay.
What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? Who is Meet Kevin? Was that are you promoting somebody else's channel right now? I oughta. Welcome to the evening catch up. My name is Stinger, and today we are going to go over some news. I have no idea what it is. Oh crap, I didn't. Once again, we put this together last second only because we were out and about, and dang it, sometimes you just gotta go out and about and do a little shopping, and so we were a little bit late coming back, but I can do this shit on the fly, so boom, that's taken care of. Great. What's up, Irish? How you doing? Broken Patriot, any word on the stimulus checks from Texas Antique? Yeah, I don't know. I did not see anything today on it. Hey y'all, what's up, Ralph Malf? How you doing? The Meet Kevin channel is the best for the stimulus. Like stimulus tracking, right? The guy with the black hair and the glass, huh? All right. What's up, Mr. Tommy Boy 9? How you doing? Texas was asking about stimulus. Yes, he was. I know he was. I saw it. I'm just giving you shit. Coming on my channel, promoting another channel. No, that's all right. I promote whoever wants to be promoted, man. Y'all get my endorsements, all right? But if you do anything wrong, I deny ever giving you endorsements or knowing you well enough to give you an endorsement. What's up? Oh, the only one that probably won't get away with that is Irish. Quantum Lotus. What's up, Quantum Lotus? Are you already on Discord, Quantum? Because I got a private message from somebody named Lotus today that had given me private messages from before. And one of them was a Japanese girl playing a record from her veveve. And another one was googly eye boobs. So I think that's Quantum Lotus. No, that's not you? All right. It's a different Lotus. You will know when it's me. Ooh. That sounds very ominous. I don't know if I like that. So today, how was your guys' day? My day was okay. We went on a little bit of a walk, not a big walk. You know, we try to go on a walk every day. It was about, I don't know, an hour. I would imagine we were walking about 3 miles an hour, so I guess it's probably around 3 miles.
You were right, it was 3.19 miles.
3.19, yeah. So that was fun. Always running into homeless. You know, you can't go to a park. You can't walk around Phoenix without running into homeless. It's gotten out of hand. Yeah. I don't know what's causing it. Obviously, there's a few reasons. It's not just one, I don't think. What are your guys' opinion? How's the homeless situation in your area? I know some people live pretty rural, but like in your closest city, how is the homeless population doing? We got quite a few. And there's camps set up and everything. Now, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, I think it has to, well, first of all, the sniffles going around and everybody's not being an essential employee, that's just going to make things worse, right? If you didn't get a stimulus check, if you're not getting bailed out, and if you lost your job because you weren't able to do your job because it wasn't essential, then that could easily do that. You also have the homeless people who just don't want to work. It's easier to beg. I know a lot of people who aren't even homeless who go out and beg and make a lot of money tax-free, right? That's a thing. Then there's the drug situation, right? A lot of them are on drugs or homeless because they have an addiction, and that addiction led them to, you know, spend their money not on rent but on their addiction, right? It's buffering. Yeah, I know. 7 o'clock is not great. First of all, I started doing these at like 10 o'clock my time, but it was like midnight Eastern, and everybody's like, it's not the evening catch-up in the Eastern time zone, it's the morning catch-up. It's the morning muster. Like, fine. Fine, I'll do it earlier. Y'all giving me shit all the time. Better be happy I like you. All right. I have to get that C test before I go to into the hospital. Oh, yeah, you got to get that new recorder. Have you had it done before? It's not pleasant. If you might want to ask if they have the anal swab available. I'm just saying, a Q-tip up your butt, probably not nearly as bad as a Q-tip up your sinuses. I've had to do it twice, and I'll tell you right now, I'd probably at least ask about the anal. Did you fall for the Stinger's calendar scam again at Mr. Tommy Boy Night? What? Hold up. No, you'll know me. Wow, element, buffering, quantum. Have to get, C-test. I have some magazines coming from Phoenix from the 19th of February and still not here. Sorry to hear that, Mr. TV9. Some of the one in Arizona kept calling me. I thought it was you guys. It ended up being Steiner Furniture. They make Amish furniture. It was the wrong number. Fun fact, the school that I used to go to, Thunderbird Adventist Academy, used to have a furniture factory, and they used to make their own furniture out of it. It wasn't Amish, but, you know, it was made by the students pretty much. Well, students and regular employees. Did you fall for the Stinger calendar scam? I don't understand that, but okay. Rent is too high here. $800 a month for a dump. I'm paying about $800 a month for a very small 2-bedroom house. No yard. What's up, Gerald? Average rent here is $1,100, $700 for a room in a house. Yeah. Gerald B, we could afford a nicer place, but we don't want to move until we move, right? We're moving out of the state, so there's no reason to move to another location in the state and then not have as much money. Right now, we got quite a bit more than what we're spending on rent, so we're able to put back, quite a bit of money, well, a lot more money than we used to be able to put back. So that's a good thing for us. But if we move to a more expensive place that we could actually afford, that would take away from saving anything. No, they were Larry Flint Hustler's first issues. Oh, that'd be nice. How did I miss that whole concept? Magazines coming from Phoenix. You're not shooting magazines? They're nudie magazines? No, I want to video it. You want to video? You want to video the process of you getting the swab? Good luck, bro. You're not. If you're holding your phone, first of all, they're not going to allow anybody else in there with you. You're not going to get the nurse say, hey, can you film this for me? You're going to have to hold up your phone from your face and try to do that because you have to lean back so you can't even look at your phone, right? And you want to stay still. You don't want to be moving, right? So all of a sudden, you're just recording your neck. You have no idea what you're recording. I mean, good luck. Good luck. They bruise brains with that test? I don't think they go that far. New place is 13 with all utilities. That's not bad. All utilities, electric here in Arizona, $1,300. That's a deal. That's a deal. I pay $400 a month minimum during the summer in electric alone, just for the air conditioner. In the winter, it's great. It goes from like $450 to $600 a month to like $50. $50 a month right now. Don't need the air conditioner on, right? It's perfect weather. Dallas' worst place for saving up to move. It's Roach Motel. Many come in and never leave. Well, we are looking at moving to near Dallas, not necessarily in Dallas. We're not really sure. It's not 100%. Either way, we might not even move to Texas, to be honest. We are very open. We are praying about it. We are hoping for some sort of guidance on this whole thing. Maybe something will just, materialize like, sign. I need a sign. I want a sign. That was a joke. Single stack, 45, 7-rounders, 20 each. New old stock, 15 of them. Nice. In this state, you can buy a nice 2 or 3 bedroom place with a few acres under 150. Gerald, I'd rather move to Kansas. Kansas, I think Kansas Hillbilly Prepper, Byron, Kansas Hillbilly Prepper, he was paying like $300-ish a month for his house, which was a piece of absolute dog shit and smelled like dog shit and it had a hole in the floor, right? But it was a decent size. I was looking at other places in Kansas at the time, under $500 a month for a decent place, like a really nice place. So a place that I could probably go right now would be Kansas. And their constitutional carry. And they're not where it snows so bad. I'd rather deal with with tornadoes than with the snow that you got up in Maine. Right? And their politics so we're moving for a lot of different reasons. It's not just what place has the best cost of living. It's laws, it's rules. This is going to be probably our final destination, right? I don't think we're going to move again out of state. Maybe not. But I'm planning for it to be our last. Did you see the precious metals? They're killing me. Dude, stop looking at your phone, bro. Stop looking at the paper. You're looking at the paper money, or the paper silver and the paper gold. Hold on, I did not look at it yet today. 1711 and 2613 is what it is now because it updated. 1693 for gold and $25.25 for an ounce of silver. Good luck. Tell you what, Tommy Boy 9. Find somewhere, online or local, I don't care. Find somewhere online that's selling it for $1 over spot. I bet you can't find anybody selling silver right now for under $30 a spot. And if they are not in stock. Do not think that your silver and gold are going down. They're only going up. They are panicking. You got all these people buying a whole bunch of silver. I am not a financial advisor. Don't take financial advice from anybody on the internet. All right? It is my opinion that they're knocking it down, trying to save face. We read that story the other day, right? Where they put up the paper silver. People are cashing that in for real silver. Why? Because they're getting however many ounces they got. They know that they're selling their, the spot price is $26, but they know for a fact that they can get over $30 an ounce over at their coin store. Right? So they bought all this silver, all this paper silver, right? Paper silver. They don't actually have it. They bought all this paper silver back when it was probably like $10, $12, $15 an ounce, right? Now they know that they can cash it in and get like $30 an ounce, doubling your money. But you're not going to get as much if you cash in your paper than if you take your paper, get your silver in hand, and then take it to an actual silver dealer. And that's what's going on right now. I got coins I will sell. That's cool, Texas Antique. Unfortunately, I'm saving up for Texas right now. Quantum Lotus, I'm sorry, but being disrespectful, your diet when we were last chatting, I read through it later and didn't realize how it came across. Now you're, well, that's up to you guys. Good evening, guys, and all in chat. Hope are all well. I found 1951 penny today. Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah, bro. Love some good old pennies. I found 12 cents today, both pennies, and I found 2 pennies and a dime, and nothing was good. But it was kind of cool. Elon should take some volunteer on next liftoff. Cool. All right, let's get to this. And no, I have not set this up, so let me do that real quick. Guess who might be running in 2024? Oh, is that Lil Wayne? Trump is considering replacing Pence for a potential 2024 run. I have no idea. I just saw the headline. I was like, I got to read this. No, it may not be Lil Wayne, but with former President Trump hinting about another run during his recent CPAC speech, I doubt he will, the Veep Stakes is bound to become a popular GOP parlor game over the next 2 years. Although Trump, you know what's great about Trump talking about running? He probably won't. I still say it's like a 90-10 he won't run. But trolling the Dems, trolling the libs that he's going to run in 2024? Oh, come on. This is just out of all the crap that's going on, that's where it's going to be fun. Nothing makes sense anymore. Gotcha. OFFS, no Lil Wayne. Although Trump is getting serious about a potential 2024 bid, it is abundantly clear that he will not reteam with former running mate Mike Pence in the next race. According to Bloomberg, Trump has yet to mend fences with Pence after the two parted ways over Pence's refusal to intervene in the certification of the 2020 election for President Joe Biden. Trump's denunciation of his vice president led some supporters to call for violence against Pence during the January 6th uprising at the U.S. Capitol, most likely from the other side. Pence had to be escorted to safety as peaceful demonstrators outside the Capitol building chanted about apprehending and, giving him a little hug around the neck. Yet the unfortunate rift invites speculation about prospect of an even more dynamic GOP ticket. Top aides to the former president who wish to remain anonymous told Bloomberg that Trump is considering choosing a woman or person of color, because we got a virtue signal, to be his running mate instead of Pence. One potential replacement is South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, who has also garnered praise for her recent CPAC speech. The sources say Trump won't announce his plans until the summer of 2023. However, Jason Miller, a senior advisor to Trump, disputed the report and said that no such conversations has taken place. This is fake news. No such conversations are happening. What do you guys think? I think it's great. It's hilarious. I love it. Trump said during his CPAC speech that he's keeping an eye on the polls, and this week he predicted no other Republican would be able to beat him in a primary. I've done a good job for this party, Trump said. We had the greatest economy in history, and then we rebuilt it a second time, and the foundations were so strong that no other country can even compete with us, he added. I think based on my job performance, or on the job performance, I'm not sure that anybody should be able to win other than us. Ooh, interesting. Tom McDonald's latest video is almost at 10 million views in a month. It's a good video. We played it here the other day. Green Dragon 2024. All bloodline politicians. High Desert Pioneers in here? I won't put anything up. Hold up. What's up, HDP? Are people really dumb enough to vote for Trump a third time? Yeah, probably. If nothing else, man, it's hilarious. I absolutely love the whole Trump 2024. I might actually start repping. Just to have fun with it. Let's see. What's up, Guns Coast to Coast? HDP, glad to see you. Yep, what's up, Guns? Chasing paper. You're chasing paper in the wrong place. You're coming over here. Now we're paying high gas prices, high unemployment, high taxes, high inflation, and coming soon. And 2 fake wars with troops stationed at both oranges had to keep loose to keep bloodbath going. Iran war is their goal. Did Mr. and Mrs. Mitch McConnell rip Trump to thank Justice Department for looking the other way? The quiet dismissal of an ethics probe into former Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao fueled speculation Wednesday of a deep state quid pro quo arrangement between some of the Trump administration's greatest traitors. Money quote comes at the very last paragraph. It resigned on 11th of January, days after the mob of President Trump's supporter, peacefully gathered at the Capitol. Obvious to make it seem as a cause and effect. The tumultuous final weeks of the 2020 as the ground began to shift underfoot for President Trump, the national focus on vote darfing challenges allowed former allies whose support was most needed to instead broker backroom deals, according to the last refuge. Some puzzled over a November 9th meeting between then Attorney General Bill Barr and the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, after which Barr refused to answer questions. Trump didn't get rid of no deep state. What did he do? He kind of built the wall. Kinda. What else did he do? Not much. The presumption may have been that both of whom were signaling public support for Trump at the time, were discussing ways to assist the president with fighting the sham, which was still in progress as states like Georgia undertook their recounts and audits. Barr issued a memo that Monday directing DOJ investigators to prioritize darfing claims on the matters that might impact the election rather than wait until after certification. But in the weeks that followed, he would undercut Trump's efforts, publicly dismissing them by telling the Associated Press, to date, we have not seen darfing on a scale that we could have affected a different outcome in the election. In early December, during a meeting with Trump, he reportedly told the president that the vote darfing claims were bullshit. And then by mid-December, he resigned. Barr's announcement of his pending departure coincided with the Electoral College vote, which formalized Democratic Joe Biden's status as president-elect. McConnell congratulated Biden the following day on the Senate floor, as with Barr, whom Trump had called a disappointment after DOJ's failures to follow up on several top priorities. Trump's displeasure with McConnell quickly spilled out into the public sphere. He second-guessed the pathetic $600 stimulus checks passed by the Senate, calling for $2,000 checks instead. Biden went on to rally voters by promising to have those $2,000 checks out the door if the Democrats won in Georgia, where the 2 runoff elections would decide the Senate majority. And they did, right? So where's our checks? It's not going to be no $2,000. I can guarantee you that. It doesn't matter because he's already in office. You can't do anything about it. Oh, unless there's that 5D chess I keep hearing about. Somehow Trump's going to get in before 2024. They won, costing McConnell his gavel. However, Biden ultimately failed to deliver on his end of the bargain. A day after the Senate losses in Georgia assured Democratic dominance in Congress, the joint sessions of Congress meant to count and object to the Electoral College votes. But the fateful January 6th peaceful protest at the Capitol proved to be a game changer in many ways. Okay. Yeah, we're stopping that story there. That's hilarious. Let's see. Sorry if I miss any chats. I saw a story on troops at Capitol getting uncooked food. About to take a week off and go where it's warmer. I'm telling you, man, Arizona is nice. It's hot, bro. I had to roll down the windows while we were driving. I had to turn on the air conditioner next in the car. I think it's getting, what, like 85, almost 90 degrees? Well, it probably wasn't 90 degrees.
85.
85 degrees. Yeah, it was about right. It was warm in here in Phoenix. Greg Monroe has his Camaro for sale in Las Vegas for $29,000. That's cool. Too far. I read that in a comment. If they're using Army cooks, I don't see undercooked food. This sounds like a cater sabotage. Any info on the food? Uncooked food? Fake flag. That chicken was fine. It wasn't undercooked. Stone Mountain before it's canceled, and Savannah, Georgia. Stone Mountain? What the hell is Stone Mountain before it's canceled? Hold on. Stone Mountain Park? No idea. 7th on the like. Nice, thank you. I'm just glad no one is falling for the FBI setup in D.C. this week. Thanks, but not handing out lemons over there. There's 26 here. 26 degrees. Can't slip on sunshine. And Texas Antique shared a video. Cool. Let's see. Mike Lindell doubles down. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. If we have time. For real. It was over 60 degrees here and had my windows cracked today. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I kept thinking Tennessee. I absolutely love Tennessee. It is gorgeous. The weather is beautiful. The people are wonderful. I would move to Tennessee in a heartbeat. And they're trying to get constitutional carry, as far as I know. One drawback is I guess now you have to pay state tax on your bullion, which is bullcrap. Stone Mountain has the generals from the other side by the same guy that carved out Mount Rushmore. Ooh, that's not good. They said Sunday back near 50. Stone Mountain is a mountain that has... Yep. Oh, I did not know. There's another mountain with faces carved into it? I did not know that. Man, that's cool. All right. Stone Mountain. Can I close that? What is this? Do you guys got any pictures? Maybe I do the pictures. Hold on, images. Let's do that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's cool. That's going to be bad, though, huh? Well, it's coming to Mount Rushmore, too. Luckily, that's something that you really have to want to do. Like, you can't just go tear that down as a group of protesters, right? That's... We'll see. All right, abortion-delivered cell lines used in Johnson & Johnson shots. You remember what I've been preaching for a long time about what's in this shit? The Charlotte Lozier Institute, the research arm of the Susan B. Anthony list, has issued a statement regarding abortion-delivered cell lines used in the new Johnson & Johnson Sniffle 19 shot. The CLI statement said, for many Americans, the approval of Johnson & Johnson's shot raises renewed questions about the use of cells derived from elective abortions. Many lending shot candidates supported by Operation Warp Speed, including the approved shot produced by Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna, those don't use the abortion-delivered cell lines. Oh, okay. Because I was pretty sure they did the clone version, but I could be wrong. Unlike the majority of those candidates, Johnson & Johnson does use these cell lines in the production process. CLI's research found that most of the shots developed in response to the Sniffle 19 did not use abortion-derived cell lines. However, several used abortion-derived cell lines in testing, or their use in testing was undetermined. The CLI has released a detailed chart of these shots to inform those concerned about the use of abortion-derived cell lines. CLI stated regarding Johnson & Johnson's shot, these decisions are disappointing given the availability of uncontroversial alternatives already in use. The statement added, they create an unnecessary dilemma for countless people weighing their options, but every shot recipient deserves to know. CLI remains committed to providing timely and accurate information so that individuals and families can make well-informed decisions. For pro-life Americans, you've already had shots. There's so many things that's in. I would imagine 90% of the people do not look into what's being injected into them on a regular basis. I'm probably guilty of that myself. I'm absolutely guilty of that myself. I probably have that in my body going around. American Pastors Network President Sam Rohr noted, based on an objective analysis about this shot, what is known about the novel sniffle experiment shot is disturbing. Some U.S. bishops have already discouraged Catholics to not take the Johnson & Johnson shot if others are available. I thought the Catholic Pope was okay with abortion now. I was pretty sure we covered that. The approval of the Johnson & Johnson Sniffle 19 shot for use in the United States again raises questions about the moral permissibility of using shots developed, tested, and or produced with help of abortion-derived cell lines. Exactly. All right. Are we surprised? I'm a little shocked you didn't know about the Stone Mountain. I didn't know about it, bro. Hey, you learn something new every day. I'm going to be 46 on the 18th. I just knew about that now. The Antifa BLM type will try to shoot it. They can operate heavy equipment at a bare minimum, put a few spots on it. Been to 47 CW Civil War battlefields in the last 5 years, so it's on the list. That's cool, Guns. I don't think I've been to any. I would love to go. I've been to Tennessee back in the day when there was still okay to fly certain flags. And the heritage there was, pretty cool. I would love to go see some of those. It's evil, all of it. The shots, yeah. They are surprised it's regard to the article of the shot. Stem cells have been known to help regenerate tissue, but I just don't know. Stem cells are different. Like I can give stem cells right now. You don't have to be an aborted fetus to give stem cells. You can give stem cells now. I don't know exactly how that works, but I do know that it does that because there's a cancer organization, Be the Cure. What was it, hon? Do you remember? What, Spider-Man?
Yeah, it's Be the Match.
BeTheMatch.org.
Mm-hmm.
BeTheMatch.org is a great organization, and you can sign up. It's absolutely 100% free. They send you a swab. You swab your cheeks. It's DNA. You send it back, and then if somebody has like a blood cancer or whatever, they extract. It all depends. It could be an organ donor, but usually it's like a blood or a bone marrow donation, and it's basically stem cells. It has a lot to do with stem cells. Look into it if you're interested, but whatever. Taking the nodes and the thermal for ghost. Are you ghost hunting right now? Nice. I hired a worker to stack my wood tomorrow. Call just came in. Guns, are you going to the battlegrounds looking for old Civil War ghosts? That would be amazing. Creepy call. Lincoln and bad guy at a debate. They will tear it all down. Obama shut down WW2 Memorial before that was a test run. WW2 vets tore down barriers. Can you drop a link to the shot article? Yeah. See, there's work available. Stinger, I'm 10 years older. How much are exempt from vax? You're exempt from vax too. You don't need them. If you don't want it, don't get it. You don't have to, unless it's for your job, right? So we will be the same age in a few months. I guess, bro. I guess. You're a little bit older, huh? All right. So let me go ahead and post the link of that story that I had done. Woke educators declare objective math a form of my shade is better than your shade. Mandatory teaching standards that focus on criminal theory and identity politics to determine of liberalism and individualism are already working their way through state legislators. Now, math education itself has been deemed the R word. A group of educators just released a document calling for transformation of math education that focus on dismantling my shade is better than your shade in the math classrooms by visibilizing the toxic characteristics of my shade is better than your shade culture with respect to math. Among the educator recommendations, which officials in some states are promoting, are calls to identify and challenge the ways that math is used to uphold capitalist, imperialist, and my shade is better than your shade views. Provide learning opportunities that use math as resistance and encourage. Okay, so if you've got 5 Black Lives Matter, and you got 1 Trump supporter, how many is it going to take to knock him down? Beyond that, or maybe you have it, how many cops are on top of George Floyd at that time, you know? Beyond activism, these recommendations are also argue that traditional approaches to math education promotes my shade is better than your shade, such as requiring students to show their work or prioritizing correct answers to math problems. You know, we should stop prioritizing the correct answers to math problems. Wow. The document claims that current math teaching is problematic because it focuses on reinforcing objectivity and the idea that there is only one right way, while it also reinforces paternalism. You know, mother and father in the home. Can't have that. Gotta split that up. My goodness. I turned 27 in November. Good Lord. Math has always been attacked. Interesting. Seriously, you know, you remember, what movie was it? There was an alien movie, right? And it's just a movie. But they supposedly came down because we were sending out, right? And I think we did send that out on Voyager, or one of the Voyagers or whatever. We sent out all the prime numbers, right? So the whole idea was they came to visit us because they knew we were intelligent because we sent out the prime numbers, which means you know math, right? Now we're never going to get visited. Fear-mongering Dems, QAnon mob fails to materialize despite chat room murmurs. Ooh, there was some dark web chat rooms? The Pentagon is reviewing a police request to keep National Guard troops patrolling the U.S. Capitol for another 60 days. Dude, they're still there? The National Guard is still protecting the most popular president we've ever elected, ever? Who got more votes than Barack Obama? Either term? Who got more votes than Hillary Clinton? Who got more votes than Donald Trump? And Donald Trump got more votes than he got the first term? That president, that populist president who everybody absolutely loves and adores and thinks is definitely the actual president of the United States, that person needs National Guard protecting him? I would have thought that we would have a whole bunch of Biden shirts, you know. Make America crappy again. I don't know. The Based on online rumors, authorities said that they were worried that a militia group might storm the building again 2 months after January 6th peaceful protest. But critics, already seen unprecedented authoritarian power grab by the newly empowered left, fear that Democrat leaders could be mobilizing troops to suppress valid exercises of the First Amendment rights as they railroad through a series of highly controversial partisan bills and executive orders. They ain't wasting no more time. You might hate them. You might disagree with them which way, up one side or down the other. But they're getting shit done. And I respect the shit out of them for that. And that's why I almost wish I could believe in their shit. Because at least then you could back a winning team. You could back a team that's actually getting shit done. You could back a team who, even though some people aren't agreeing with some of these things, they're all stepping in line to get this passed. As narrow as it is, but they're doing it. And they're going to get all that crap passed. What did we get passed in Trump's first 2 years? Not a damn... bump stocks. Bump stocks are now illegal. Great. Thanks, Trump. There was no signs of disturbance on Thursday at the heavily secured building with the Capitol Police and the guardsmen on duty, and the streets and the grounds around the building closed off with imposing razor wire top fence erected after the January 6th peaceful protest. There was also no evidence of a large group heading to Washington despite the warning. Believe me, there's no way you're getting a large group to Washington without people knowing about it, and including the government. Right? So the government knew that there was nothing going on. I don't know what. Maybe this is just an excuse. Well, we thought there might be, so we're going to just keep him here for the best president we've ever had. Several investigations are underway into security and intelligence failures, and lawmakers have asked for a long-term plan for when the Guard eventually withdraws. We wouldn't want to have all them Biden supporters show up and cheer on their favorite president. Right now, there are about 5,200 remaining in D.C., the last of a roughly 26,000 who were brought in for President Biden's inauguration, which also went off with no problems, despite the panic mongering that another attack was imminent. Both members of both parties have complained that the fences encircling the Capitol seals off access to constituents and the general public. Because that's our house. So on the 6th, when everybody went there and peacefully protested, guess what? They went to their own residence. That's our house. My house. That's my house. And if I break a window in my house, guess what? I pay for it. And when that window broke in that house, which is our house, guess who's going to pay for that window? We are. It's called taxes. Most recent threat supposedly was connected to supporters of QAnon. Posts on the internet message boards claim that former President Trump would rise again to power on March 4th. And that thousands would come to Washington to try to remove Democrats from office. March 4, the original presidential inauguration day in 1933, was then moved to January 20th. But Trump was miles away in Florida. In Washington, one of the warmest days in weeks, the National Mall was almost deserted, save for joggers, journalists, and a handful of tourists trying to take a photo of the Capitol dome through the fencing. The House has been expected to light schedule, but called off its session, staying in late Wednesday to wrap up work, in part because of the threat. The Senate remained in session Thursday, yada yada. Wow. Are you going to talk about the New York governor? There is a story right here, right? That says that the Justice Department... Yeah, we can do that a little bit. We gotta get through these, though. Creepy as untouchables they are. The minute Biden began office, many shady dealings had their green light. It's not our house anymore. Well, I mean, if you're looking at it like that, then it hasn't been our house for a very long, probably over 100 years. Have they even addressed the State of the Union not happening yet? No, I haven't heard about it yet. Yeah, that was supposed to happen, wasn't it? Why? Do you have any idea on that, Guns? That is interesting. Why haven't we had a State of the Union? Cuomo has his own investigation. It's distracting from his nursing home. Yep. All right, top Jeep exec opened a dialogue about dropping the Cherokee name from the SUV line. I'm not going to read this story. I just brought this up because I told you so. Remember the last time we talked about this? They were like, "Oh, we're not going to do that because it's pride in the Cherokee. We pride, we're happy about it." I was like, "No. They'll change it. They'll change it real quick. You just wait. There'll be a story. Boom, here's a story." They're open to the dialogue, which means they're going to do it. CBO expects federal debt to double over the next 30 years. Biden can't give a speech. They won't even let him answer questions. That is true. The last time he was in front, the last time I saw him in front of something, he said the N-word. Accident or not, you said the N-word, bro. The Congressional Budget Office estimated Thursday that their persistent budget deficits will cause the federal debt to double in size over the next 30 years. I would imagine it's going to be less than that. Following the 2008 financial crisis and the pandemic, the government has depended heavily on borrowing and low interest rates to help the ailing economy. But as the economy is expected to heal, the CBO has forecasted that interest rates will rise and spending on programs such as Social Security and Medicare will increase. The estimates do not include President Joe Biden's proposed $1.9 trillion in sniffle relief, which less than 10% of its spending addresses actual shot relief measures, which would further add to the deficit in hopes of spending faster growth and hiring. Republican Senator Rick Scott of Florida accused the president of ignoring the federal debt. It seems that the Biden administration could care less, he said in a statement. With our nation moving towards a dangerous future of increasing inflation, President Biden and the Democrats in Congress insist on pushing a wasteful $1.9 trillion in sniffle spending bill that funds liberal priorities while hiking our federal debt to nearly $30 trillion. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell suggested Thursday that inflation will pick up in the coming months, but that it will likely prove temporary and not enough for the Fed to alter its record low interest rate policies. Excluding Biden's aid plan, the annual budget deficit would be equal to 10.3% of this year's gross domestic product, a measure of total size of the U.S. economy. The annual deficit is percentage of the GDP, which would decline over the next decade and rise in the following decades to reach 13.3% in 2051. All that translates into the U.S. government carrying a higher debt load. The CBO said that publicly held debt would equal 102% of this year's GDP. It estimated that accumulating debt would grow 202% of GDP by 2051. Still, the CBO foresees strong economic growth that will lead to higher payroll tax revenues. It's estimated that Social Security will exhaust its combined trust funds in this calendar year of 2032, 1 year later than it forecasted in September. I'm telling you, the more people we can get that are self-sufficient, not just gold and silver, but I'm talking, make sure that you're not paying electric. Get on solar, get backups for things. Get as self-sufficient as you can. Learn how to can. If you don't know how to pressure can, or you don't have a pressure canner, that's a good place to start. Get a pressure canner. Start learning how to preserve your own food. Start putting back water. Start learning how to save water with a little bit of bleach, like 1 or 2 drops per gallon, right? Learn these things. Learn how to be more self-sufficient. Teach your kids. Teach your grandkids. Teach anybody. Find somebody and teach them. All right. And then the last one was going to be this story. Let's watch this.
Mike Lindell. Let me hear that again.
The next miracle is nobody did anything about the dead people, the non-residents, all that. I have all the evidence of the machines.
Oh, crap. This might be problematic if he starts saying the F word.
And Donald Trump will be your president long before 2024.
Mike! Oh no, I'm getting banned off of YouTube. Mike Lindell doubles down. By the way, YouTube is censoring my channel. And instead of making a dedicated video complaining about it, I'd rather just ask all of you to leave a like on this video right now. Share the content so we keep growing despite anything else. Seriously, I do see my sub count changing about every 2 seconds. Either it's going up or
so
it's going down. YouTube, stop doing that, Susan Wojcicki.
Are the owners
Stop it.
gonna
Mike
have to
Lindo is
remove the
confident,
Cherokee
and so am I.
badge, right?
Technically, I'll be uploading this on March 4th. March 4th!
If you haven't already, let's see, I was just
I
censored
believe
by
nothing will happen.
Jungle
If something
for
does
calling
happen,
Biden the first
slap me in
openly
the face in the
child-loving
future.
president.
Because
Really?
you were all right. Yeah,
Wow.
something did happen, but I believe nothing will happen.
Are we
So
going
after
to
that
charge
day,
the
will you all
names
stop
of
believing
all
in
of
God's
those military
justice?
helicopters too?
Mike
Oh, change.
Lindo knows more than we know. Why do you think he invited Dominion suing him? He knew talking about Dominion in the fashion he did would get him in trouble. Here's the crazy thing with Dominion. Instead of
This
actually
5e
addressing
chats?
the message Mike Lindell was saying, they would have rather attacked the messenger. Pop open those demon machines and let us look inside to see if there's any
Dude's
evil.
got a pretty fresh
He who
cut.
has
I
nothing
ain't
to
gonna lie.
hide,
I
hides
like-
nothing.
I like the
Make
lines.
sure you subscribe to my second channel. Talking about this stuff, even showing the clips is pretty risky. Follow me on Instagram
Yeah,
and Gab,
especially
just
Mike
to keep
Lindell.
getting the
Ralph,
updates.
because
70% of people probably watching this
fact
aren't
is
subscribed,
wrong.
which is
There
very
have been
irritating.
many
Make sure
before
you
you.
subscribe. Come on, and turn on those notifications. Why am I self-promoting, man? No, I'm turning into Joe Biden. Go
There was a lot
to
of Keto president?
joe.org. Mike is sitting on information.
Balmer
he has
was
the
photographed
detailed
getting
evidence.
very
He made
friendly
the
with a little Asian
documentary.
girl.
People think that's all he had. I believe there were things that he
No,
just
an Asian
decided,
girl's
you know
gagging
what? No
tonight.
need to say this yet until the big reveal comes. Because there will be a big reveal. People will be awakened. I swear, some of you are some James Mattises, Mad Dog Mattis. You're some warmongers. Do you want a civil war? Some of you wanted Trump to sign the Insurrection Act.
There are
and
so
just,
many ways
nah!
children are vulnerable, specifically
Do you want a
parents
civil
who are into
war?
drugs. Yeah.
Do you want BLM in the streets, killing neighborhoods, and do you want
Killing the family unit, taking away the whole, father and mother, making that, we got to get rid of that. That it's math. Math is horrible. Math is not only the R word, right? My shade is better than your shade. Math is horrible for that. Not only that, but it also promotes the patriotism, or I can't say the word, but having a mother and a father that both love you and are in the picture. Let alone if they're married. I mean, if they're married, crying out loud, get a divorce already. You can't be raising a kid with a mother and a father in the same house. The hell are you thinking? We got. Remember that one article where they came out and said that we need to take away some more of that time that parents have time with their kids. We got to get them back into schools. This whole pandemic that's going on, the bad thing for them and the good thing for you is that you've taken your kids out of school, out of the indoctrination zone. And now they're worried that they're not getting enough indoctrination and they're getting too much time with their parents and learning, I don't know, how to be a nice person to everybody, no matter what shade they are, not to feel guilty for whatever shade they are. Right? Just because you were born doesn't mean that you're guilty of shit. I'm not guilty for nothing about what happened in the past. I don't give a crap what shade I am or what shade anybody else is. But that doesn't fit the narrative. You gotta care. I'm supposed to care. I'm supposed to be sad and disgusted at my own shade. I'm not supposed to be okay with who I am. I have to be apologetic about people I never met that decided to bone uglies, and somehow I got put onto this planet, right? I got to feel guilty for that. For why? I didn't do a damn thing. I don't think it was the same one, Texas Antiques. I'd be interested to do a search and see how many pics there are of Obama, but Biden is all over the net groping many little girls. And so is Trump. So is Trump. I don't know, maybe not groping, but I've seen a few that make me go, that don't look good. You know what I mean? I don't know. Things can be taken out of context, though, too, technically. So we'll see. Anyway, that's going to be all the stories that I have for you this evening. Make sure to check out the descriptions if this is your first time here. We have a bunch of causes I believe in and support. If you're looking for a good cause, one cause I should put down there, Riddle Girl, is that Be the Cure. That is a good one. And They've helped out over 100,000 people. They've been around for 30 years, and they've saved, with the help of donors, they've saved over 100,000 people, and a lot of them are kids battling cancer. So it's a great organization. I got a little bit involved with them from a friend on Twitch. I can't donate myself because I'm over 44. Apparently that's the cutoff for it. So I can help out in other ways. So that'll be popping up below later on. But for right now, check those ones out. Those are all really good, especially the Irish USMC Vets project. What is it? It's Rally Point Irish. That's what it is. My good friend Irish USMC Vet is starting up a location in Tennessee where veterans can come and stay room and board free while learning a new life skill like gunsmithing, blacksmithing, or farming. Other than that, you can find all the different places you can find me if you want to make sure you don't miss an episode. Also, if you do want to donate to the channel with your money, there's ways to do that if you so inclined. If you would like to help out the channel without spending a dime, though, the best way is to like, subscribe, comment, and the biggest one of all is to share. Share the video with anybody you think might enjoy it. But that's pretty much all I got for you. Let's see, bethematch.org. Thank you very much, Real Girl. Appreciate it. Trump, I have to see what picture you mean, Stinger. Well, it's in my intro. One of them. Let's see. Hold on. I got a minute or two. Let's go here. Yep. Oop. Did I try to change my account? I don't know why I did that. I wanna go to studio. Thank you. All right. I'm not gonna watch it, but I am going to show it. Right there. When I saw that, I know photos can be taken out of context, but there's a lot. You would have to take a lot of that out of context. I mean, I don't know. There's a couple things here that creep me out. Oh, yeah. We were going to do that, weren't we? Let's see. That was... Boom. Let's do that one. One of the women who accused New York Democrat Governor Cuomo of sexual harassing her at workplace says that she was motivated to come forward after another woman contacting her sharing similar allegations and following the Democratic governor's name being floated around as a potential nominee for a cabinet position under President Joe Biden's administration. I woke up the next day and the governor was being floated for attorney general, the highest law enforcement position in the U.S. Former Cuomo aide Lindsey Boylan told Bazaar in an article published on Thursday. Why do they always wait to come forward until they're going into a position of power? Why didn't you come forward before? I mean, it was still the same thing. He's still the governor. That's a position of power. I don't understand women. If that's a thing that normal women do, I don't understand why they would do that. I could understand why you would do that if he didn't do a damn thing, and if you're just trying to ruin this man's career, right? I understand that why you wouldn't come forward, but try to help me understand how somebody who actually was abused sexually by somebody waited until not until they became governor. No. I'm going to wait until they then get promoted for another position of power. I could have brought that up at any time. But no, now I'm going to do it because the timing's right for me. And I didn't think about it. I began tweeting about my experience. Some have been speculating that Cuomo's sexual harassment scandal may have been engineered as a way to deflect from the far greater scandal regarding his massacre of thousands of elderly nursing home residents by exposing them to infected sniffle patients during the early days of the pandemic. Others theorize that radical progressives in New York wish to install someone even further to the left than him. But Boylan, 36, maintained that her experience was all too real and that he unease it created still lingered with her on some level. Boylan worked for Cuomo's team in March 2015 to October 2018 and never said a damn word until now. She said it was after the unnamed woman reached out with her story of being harassed by Cuomo that she decided to come forward with her own story of harassment in a series of Twitter posts. That's where you come forward with your story, is on Twitter. That's a great place to come forward with, like, hey, by the way, he raped my ass or sexually harassed my ass. Let's put it on Twitter. That gives it a whole bunch of credibility. I don't know. How can you use the pedo word quantum? Maybe I'm censored at the Android platform. Yeah, I don't know. Well, quantum is not on YouTube. Quantum is on DLive. You don't want to get censored. So far, I have not missed a beat on DLive. DLive has never suspended my account, has never given me a strike, and I have always been able to stream to DLive. And that's why I keep suggesting to you guys, down below is all the places that you can follow me, and DLive is one of the better ones because I don't have to worry about it. It will always be there. If I'm not on here, you can find me on Poison Stinger 2, or you can find me on DLive. And sometimes I get out free lemons, which is technically money. So there's that. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. Make sure to keep your family close. Watch out for that government and live as free as you can in the tyrannical world we find ourselves living in. Until I see you tomorrow, peace.